Welcome back everyone to another video where today we're going to be unboxing and giving an honest review on the all-new PS5 Pro. We'll start off by unboxing the console to take a closer look at what all is included, then we'll look at the new and unique PlayStation Pro features, and I'll also be doing some basic side-by-side comparisons and then finish off with my honest opinion about the PS5 Pro. Now inside the box, the PS5 Pro comes with a DualSense controller, a USB Type-C charging cable, an ultra high-speed HDMI cable, the power cable for the console, the horizontal standing feet, and of course the PS5 Pro itself. Let's take a quick look at the size comparisons between the original PS5, the PS5 Slim, and the new PS5 Pro. You can see that the PS5 Pro really isn't too much bigger than the PS5 Slim. In fact, it's actually more or less closer in height to the original PlayStation 5 when the vertical stand is removed. Now, when it comes to the PS5 Pro, a couple things that you need to know is that unlike the original PS5, the PS5 Pro does not come included with a vertical stand. Instead, you get these horizontal standing feet similar to the ones that come included with the PS5 Slim. And much like the PS5 Slim, if you want the optional vertical stand for the PS5 Pro, you're going to have to purchase it separately for the price of $30. It is worth mentioning that the optional vertical stand fits both the PS5 Slim as well as the PS5 Pro. And since the PS5 Pro is advertised as a digital-only console, the disc drive is also optional and is unfortunately not included with the PS5 Pro. So if you're someone who wants a disc drive, you're going to have to purchase it separately for $80. But if you already have a PS5 Slim with a disc drive included, you can easily attach the same exact disc drive to the new PS5 Pro. You can see that just like the other PS5 consoles, the covers on the PS5 Pro are also fully removable and customizable. However, custom plates for the PS5 Slim are not going to fit. So you're going to have to wait for Sony to release custom plates specifically made for the PS5 Pro. And of course, like the other PS5 models, you also have an M.2 SSD expansion bay, but the PS5 Pro has now included easy access to the CMOS battery, just in case in the future it ever needs to be replaced. I do really like the inclusion of these cool little side vents, but the truth is they are actually not functional. They are simply there for stylistic purposes only. Now, aside from everything I just mentioned, the main differences in performance between the standard PS5 and the PS5 Pro are a 67% faster GPU, 28% faster memory, 45% faster rendering, a 2TB SSD, and Wi-Fi 7 capability. For in-game settings, you get the options to enable the special Pro setting that take advantage of PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution and Advanced Ray Tracing. Basically what this means is the PS5 Pro is using AI to not only upscale, but enhance the clarity, details, shadows, reflections, refractions, illuminations, everything. Pretty much you're able to get better detail than the original PS5's fidelity mode, but instead of being capped at the fidelity mode's 30 FPS, you get higher and more stable frame rates ranging from 60 to 120 FPS. And while all these improvements are specific to the growing list of PS5 Pro Enhanced Games, you are still going to notice some significant improvements even to the non-enhanced titles. There's even a setting dedicated to giving a boost to your old PS4 games as well, but the effect I've noticed is mostly just a slight sharpening when the setting is enabled and isn't super noticeable. So finally, these are some side-by-side comparisons between the original PS5 and the PS5 Pro. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys, the differences are probably somewhat noticeable in this video, but it really is a much bigger difference when you actually see it in person. I've also gone ahead and uploaded this video in a 4K 60 FPS format, so make sure to bump up your video quality settings to get a better look at the differences. Now, interesting enough, believe it or not, I was able to find certain instances where I think the original PS5 actually looked better than the PS5 Pro in my testing. This is Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which is in fact listed as a PS5 Pro Enhanced game. But check out the differences in textures when standing still. You can definitely see some weird moire patterns in the carpet when standing still on the PS5 Pro. And a lot of the details were also much softer on the PS5 Pro versus the standard PS5 in my testing. Spider-Man 2, I think, performed better on the PS5 Pro. Stellar Blade in particular was one of my favorites, and you can definitely see some significant improvements from the standard balance mode and the Pro Enhanced mode. Gameplay was overall way smoother with far less visual artifacts on the PS5 Pro compared to the PS5 Slim. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered was another fantastic example, with the PS5 Pro offering even better detail and clarity than the PS5 Slim's fidelity mode, but also offering simultaneously better frame rates than the PS5 Slim in performance mode. The real question is, do the visual and performance improvements of the PS5 Pro justify the extra $200 premium over the standard PS5 console? My honest honest opinion is that for the average user, the answer is probably not. And the reason being is that games on the standard PS5 already look really, really good. And when you factor in things like the hard drive or the optional vertical stand, this can very easily turn into a $1,000 purchase to play your PS5 games. I feel like the value proposition in upgrading from the standard PS4 to the PS4 Pro was a much bigger difference. And that's because the standard PS4 only had 1080p, whereas the PS4 Pro could play games in 4K resolution. And that was during a time when 4K was gaining massive adoption in the overall gaming and media industry. At this time, we're really not seeing the same kind of progression or adoption towards higher resolutions like 8K, for example. It is true that the PS5 Pro will be 8K compatible with a limited number of games, but at this current moment, I think it's fairly safe to say that we're not going to see a huge progression towards 8K gaming in this current console generation. So in summary, I would say that the PS5 Pro delivers some really cool improvements with PSSR, advanced ray tracing, and noticeable enhancements along with better performance. With everything I just said, I think it is worth considering if you don't already have a standard PS5 and can comfortably afford the extra $200 premium. However, if you're someone who already has a PS5, I personally don't think the PS5 Pro is going to be worth spending $700 to play the same exact games except with some minor to modest performance and visual enhancements. If you found this video useful, make sure to leave a like rating, comment below to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys later.